Quick shout out to my Patreons who keep this channel going. You can join my Patreon down in the description below. What's guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're reacting to the second episode of Log Horizon Season 2. This one's titled The Outlaw and Mithril Eyes. Okay, so back into Log Horizon Season 2. We only did the single episode last week because, well, it was more convenient for my schedule, and it means that we're now doing double episodes from now on, so that we will wrap up with episode 25 as a double episode with 24. It just worked out that way, and it's kind of what I did with Season 1 as well, so it just works out in the end. I'm excited to get into this one. I will definitely be skipping the previews for next episode, just like I did with Season 1. I tried Episode 1 just to see how spoilerish it was. I still think it's a bit too excessive, and as such, I will be skipping them, just so we can avoid any more spoilers and stuff. It doesn't matter so much for this episode going into Episode 3, because we're doing a double, I'm watching it straight after, so it doesn't necessarily hurt. But at the same time, being a little more blind going in still can't hurt. So we'll just stick with that for now. But last time set up the new art style, of course, which for the most part I enjoyed. I didn't really notice anything glaringly obviously wrong or different to the point where it really started to mess with me. The only exception was Nyanta, who did look a bit different, and it was kind of odd. Just I don't know why the fur around his face just kind of seemed a little off almost, but other than that, I really didn't mind the new visuals, and I'm sure there'll be some worthwhile improvements out of it as well going forward, hopefully, when it comes to maybe like combat and stuff. But we set up the base premise of what we're doing this season, or at least our first arc of the season, and that is the financial state for Akiba. And since we have purchased areas of the city, yes, it required a lot of money, but it wasn't completely unreasonable to get that money. Running the upkeep on them, though, is extremely high. Like, for some reason, it is extremely high, and we will be bankrupt if we try and keep a hold of it. Which kind of just doesn't put much incentive on owning it in the first place when you consider how much it costs just to maintain it. And we haven't even bought everything there is to buy, so there's plenty of stuff we could still buy, but it's just not viable. So, and since we can't take out loans, or we couldn't put like a mortgage or something on some of the buildings or anything, we need to secure money, and that's where we approach what was his name? Kinjo? Apparently, yeah, Kinjo, from the Kunye clan to discuss financial arrangements. However, they're not interested, but we do learn of an idea, just how we have XP being given to mobs when they respawn. There's also the point of money. Why do they have money on them? Something must bestow money upon them to reward the player, because that is the primary way of earning funds in this game, is to kill monsters. So something must replenish that, and we think we know where that is in the depths of Palm, and that being the source of all the gold in the world, we could, in theory, use that to basically have an infinite resource of wealth in order to maintain the city and have all our control and the Round Table Alliance all together. Which sounds like a good idea, but apparently we will need to have a raid in order to clear the source. So we need to start getting our raid clans and people together. Although since we can't really use the Round Table, since we have a lot of spies trying to keep an eye on us right now, and our every move is being monitored, hence why we're very quiet about us even leaving Akiba at any point. We then had a bit of a jump forward, I believe, to Shure and Akatsuki being killed and reviving, essentially, implying that they must die at some point in their future missions. I don't know if that's particularly this arc and the raid arc, or if that's even further down the line. I think it's probably going to be this arc that we're dealing with now, but I'm kind of interested to see how we get up into that point. And then the preview, because we did watch the preview, is dealing with Demikas, was that his name? The one guy who was tracking Nyanta and Sarah in that one city. Apparently he's going to get back involved again. And also this William Massachusetts, who we have actually met, and someone in the comments pointed it out. That's the guy who, that one clan that immediately left the Round Table conference discussion and was never mentioned again in Season 1, really. Maybe they were mentioned, but I don't remember paying attention to them as being important. But they're back as well for this season. So it'd be interesting to see how all that ends up going as well. But yeah, they weren't interested in the politics side of things, but they might be interested in a raid if they don't know what they're doing the raid for. They're just thinking, oh, we're doing a raid where it makes some money, get some XP, all is good. Because the level cap did rise when we first joined the world. Has anyone actually gotten to the new level cap? Has anyone seriously been trying to level up to that point? I should pay attention to some of the more like the stat cards and stuff they give for the players, because everyone's just been level 90 this entire time and it's been like, that was the max. But with this expansion, didn't the level max go up to 100? So how are people doing on the leveling front? How are the raid guilds doing on that? Because I'm kind of curious myself. Like, is that something that Shiroi is thinking? Like, I should probably start leveling at some point, because I'm not earning much XP with the way that we're currently living, and I can't really afford to be left behind in the world, so I wonder if they're even thinking of that at this point. Because I feel like that's a point that kind of went unused after the XP potion scam business thing was shut down. But yeah, kind of interested to see if any of that gets touched on in this season. But I'm excited, and I'm going to just start getting into it because, like I said, I want to watch this show. So, as per usual, these are time-based format reactions here on YouTube. If you want to see the full picture in picture, you can go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gets you access to all picture in picture reactions I do on the channel, which is everything from the current seasonal lineup, as well as Patreon request shows such as Log Horizon here. We also have movie reactions with Kiki's Delivery Service being the planned movie for this month. Stay tuned in the next couple of weeks for that. It'll either be on a Monday or a Saturday. It won't be this Saturday for certain, and it might not be on the Monday, but it should be in the next week or two. We'll be watching that movie. But here on YouTube, we do timer-based, so bottom left of the screen, you'll see a timer for the episode. I count down 3, 2, 1, play. Now, on play, you start the episode, I start the episode, and we should be in sync. We're watching this one on Crunchyroll, since they're the ones who I can leave views here in the UK. You do have the option of Crunchyroll or Funimation here in the UK. I don't know if that's the same for US or other European territories or anything. But I will always side with the Crunchyroll player, especially now, since the Funimation player seems to have somehow got worse, which I didn't think was possible. But yeah, no logos or anything, but you can use the screen flash on my face, the mic, or this part of my headset to tell when the scenes are transitioning. That should help you sync it up. So, with all that said, let's get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, hello, dragon? Raids are the big business. Full raid, okay. 24 and 4 groups of 6, okay. Tactics, phases, and all that good stuff. Attack patterns and phases, you must know. Everyone has their assigned role. Which for this, we need people we trust. Zuskino. To Demicus. Don't know if we can necessarily trust them, but wonder what our angle is going to be on that. I still like that we've got this song for the OP again. The show has such an absurdly large cast. And we're adding new characters this season as well. It's just like, Jesus. Alright. Susukino. Mm-hmm. 6 months. Wow. The Outlaw and Mithrialize. Mm-hmm. Silver Sword Guildhall. Ah, okay. So this is the ones that left us. Or refused to join in the first place, I should say. Level 95. Okay, they are leveling. Okay, that's good to know. Makes sense that a guild like this would be leveling. Mm-hmm. Immediately left. And so they did. Makes them perfect using this. Wow. That's turned some heads. Orc Jelly, level 89, level 91. Wow, okay. Well, that's just the trash. Whew. Giant or Phantom Beast. Still problems, huh? It's definitely different now, isn't it? Yeah. What happened to them then? Do they run like the underworld now of this city? Hmm. Okay. Hmm. So we need to supplement 4. Hmm. Interesting. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, hello. He's up to level 93, okay. Okay. Sure. Oh boy. God damn it, Reagan. Yes. No, they don't. They're their own separate thing. Wow. Love it. Oh boy. Hello. You're from the OP, therefore you're important. These two idiots. Yeah? Sure. Uh, yes. Level 92, okay. Cleric. Ooh, Cleric's good. Could do with a good healer. What a character we got here. Uh, Photomos. Jesus Christ. Sure. Skeleton guy. Uh, I'm sure you do. Sure. Mm-hmm. Mr. Democracy. uh, yep. Oh boy. Yeah, this isn't your territory to do what you want anymore. Items ain't helping you. But yes, both is the correct answer. Damn, you want to say all the buttons for his name. Terrible. Okay, perfect timing. Demi, okay. Yeah? Oh. Oh boy. I'm fucking smirk. Uh. What a fucking dumb starting half. Jesus Christ. Okay. Sure, Natsuko, Demi, and Tetra. So Reagan's not going to be helping, which makes sense because Reagan is still a person of the land, right? Not an adventurer. So, well, who knows? 94's. Okay, Shirei's up to 92. Okay, good to know. So is Natsuko. We've got some 95's in there. More 95's. We're doing alright then. There we go. What channel? Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I bet. Mm-hmm. Right, get used to fighting with them. How? Uh, uh, Shiroi. Uh, what a mess. What a mess of a group we have here. Happy Go Lucky's doesn't even begin to describe it. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Everyone's messing his name up. I love it. Chicken's delicious, full stop. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Hmm. Oh boy. uh, just a bit. Okay. That's fair. It's not, but oh, hi, princess. Katsuki. Right, what job do we have her doing? Or favor, I should say. Okay, protecting the princess. Do you think someone's gonna be targeting her? Okay. But still, you want to be Nishue. That's also likely as well. I mean, there's a lot to take in, to be fair, and a lot of variance depending on who it is. Yeah. the hell's this? That's suspicious. I mean, that's very suspicious. Very suspicious. Phantasm level. Okay. Interesting. Hmm. Yeah. Lowest level. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be in a position to do that. sure you will. There's blacksmith lady in there. Alright, so. Ah, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So obviously, Democast wasn't going to support us. I mean, who saw that one coming? I mean, that was bound to happen, right? So Karski is guarding Linecia, but it feels like there's meant to be more purpose to it than just that, because if it was just guarding Linecia, that seems too simple of something to be done, right? There was a mysterious individual that we passed by that is almost certainly going to be relevant going down the line. I don't quite know in what way yet. But yeah, we went to Silver Sword and we're using them, which makes a degree of sense. A lot of Demicast puns, Mr. Democracy. God damn, it's just terrible. So many terrible puns. Tetra is an interesting addition to the cast as well. I cannot wait for the eventual Tetra and Marielle fight that is going to break out over Natsugu and her closeness with him. I can't wait for that, because you know they're going to do something like that. I mean, they just introduced this character that's all over him, and then you have this like somewhat touching moment between him and Mariella, and it's just like, okay, yeah, you can see where they might be going with that a bit later down the road in more slice of life stuff. Oh boy, I'm tired. But yeah, we've got our 24 raiding party, and we're ready to go in for the raid. Next episode is titled The Abyssal Shaft, so I guess we're going to be starting the first part of the raid. We have no idea what boss this could be. We have a guess, but that's all we have. We don't know its tactics, we don't know its phases necessarily. So we're going in relatively blind. We might even just do a scouting run first time, just to get information before we actually commit to, like, actually trying to take this. This might be where Shurei and Akaski both die. I assume Shurei will die during the raid, and maybe Akaski will die similar time in whatever other mission she's been given. Probably resulting in that individual. But it depends how much time we're spending on the raid as well. So I don't know how far in the future that Shurei and Akaski flash forward from episode 1 actually was. So kind of interesting to see where that actually slots into the timeline. But yeah, very good episodes. Very much enjoyed that. Can't wait to go on and watch the next one straight after this. Because we're doing double episodes. So thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one as per usual. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments what you thought of the episode. Don't forget to hit subscribe. We'll be doing the next episode straight after this. And then we'll be doing another double next week and continue all the way through to the end of the season. And then straight on to season 3 as well. So thank you everyone for watching. Till next time. See you guys later.